Hello everyone, and welcome to my first The Outer Realms devlog. The Outer Realms is a server that I'm going to be developing, along with some of my other friends, to hopefully make a fun SMP with custom items and also other unique attributes that I hope others would enjoy. As you can see, I have a variety of custom items inside of my inventory, and I'm going to be showing you what they are and how to make them. So, here we go. So first of all, and more notably, are the gemstones. So we have ruby, amber, opal, emerald, sapphire, amethyst, quartz, and onyx. And these gemstones are going to be able to teleport the player, as well as gain other effects in the future, which I haven't disclosed yet, but we can get to those later. And as you can see here, we have the Gemstone Swapper. And the Gemstone Swapper, we can right click and it doesn't do anything in its normal state, but you left click and it gains the texture and you're able to access your red gemstone or maybe your orange or yellow or green gemstone from the swapper. And you don't even need the gemstones in your inventory. Instead, you can just have them like this and it still works. And so now, let's get into the code. So, as you can see, we are on the minecraf panel. So if I go into our gemstone room.sk file, then as you can see, there's a lot of code. And honestly, you don't need to know exactly what all of it does, but I'll try to simplify it just a bit. So up here, we're setting a new crafting recipe for each of our items, which the base item is red dye. I just have a texture pack. So we're creating a new registry for red dye with a custom name and custom lore using these blocks, and it goes from top left to bottom right, left to right, up to down, obviously. And so we're pretty much doing this for each of these, giving them custom names, custom attributes. And so down here, when we're doing the left click, we're going to be testing for if these items are the same. So aka we're testing for their lore. So even if the player renames the item, then it is still going to have the same result. So we're testing for if the lore is a red gem capable of teleportation upon use, and then it's going to set the block that you left click to the location one block above, so that way you teleport to the right location and you aren't stuck in the ground. So this is continued down through the black gemstones and all the way until we hit our right clicks, which upon right click it just teleports the player to the specific location stored within this variable here, which is just that gemstone dye and then player specific, and then .lock, which is just for location. None of this is important except for the player here, but I just figured I'd add it anyways. And so that's pretty much it for the gemstone rune. However, the gemstone swapper is a bit different. As you can see, there's still a lot of code. However, it's not too bad. It's pretty much just more repetition like before. So we have a recipe, and we have our left click. So we have if the quartz is named this, and it will replace the item in your hand with the next version of it, and so on and so forth until it loops all the way back around to the initial one, aka the none swapper. And so on right click, if it's named this, then it's just going to teleport you to that location just like the other one. And so yeah, this is really just ease of access, but it's going to come in handy a lot once the server actually starts up. And then we always have to talk about the textures, because the textures are a freaking nightmare, okay? These took me literally 3 hours to set up because I have very little experience doing so. So, yeah, here's that. So as you can see, with the textures, we have our resource pack name, we have the assets, minecraft, alpha, fancy, and gems. To keep it simple, I'm just going to go through these very simply. So we have our black gem.property, so this is for the black gem only. So in the lore, it's basically going to be like, hey, if you see a black gem capable of teleportation on the use, then make this file, you know, look as the texture on the gem. And And so this is the same for every single gem. There's a PNG properties, they are named the exact same. And so if you go out of gem to go into swappers, it's the exact same sort of principle here, right? So we have our none, which is in the lore of each swapper variation, and we have the lore here. And so the only reason why this took me about 2 hours is because this was capitalized. Yeah, there was one letter that was capitalized in all of these, which prevented it from working, which is sort of dumb, but the more you know. And that is going to pretty much sum it up for this episode of the Outer Realms creation, or the devlog for Outer Realms. If you like this content, try to hit the like button if you really are inclined to doing so. This took me a long time, and I hope that these tutorials / devlogs can also inspire some of you. If you want some of my help, then ask me in the comment section below. I'll give you my Discord, and we can get set up. So thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.